And welcome to our Let's Get Wild Coaches show. It's our very last one of the year. Coach Wilson here with us, and we've also got some other special guests here that we're going to be talking with a little bit later on as well too. Coach, first off, I mean, when you were talking off air, your best ending of the season you could possibly get, right?
Yep, I thought the guys played the best they have this entire season, so it was a great way to go out. It's also a little bittersweet because like wish we could keep going if we're
Yeah.
playing this well. But no, it was fun. I'm glad that all our players, whether they're coming back next year or aging out and going to college, or just going to choose not to come back next year, that I think they can all be proud of how they finished up with their last two regular season games. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
really
it,
fun.
it, it kind of feels like that's some of the hard part is whenever you're kind of like sitting there, you're kind of thinking, okay, hey, who's coming back? Who's not coming back? I feel like that's the hardest part as a coach.
Yeah, it's a 24 or it's a 12-month job, 24/7 job too. Like I'm constantly recruiting, constantly talking to our players. So it is. I think we have a really good group of players that are coming back next year already.
Yeah.
It's so early in the year. Like the season just ended 2 days ago, 3 days ago. That's so early to know for sure. But from everything that we've talked to with the guys, we have a really good group that want to come back next year and done a really good job recruiting already.
What was the the final atmosphere kind of looking like from like the fans' atmosphere to maybe seeing those kids that it was the last time that they're going to put on those skates?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to be a part of. I think this whole I think we talked about this last time we were on that. Our whole emphasis now is like we have nothing to lose, and so I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted the kids to go out there, play, work hard, and make some plays. Like all we've been working on is how to make plays with the puck lately, and they were able to go out and do that. And I think there's a couple things, right? Like our assistant coach JP and I, we didn't even go in to give a pregame speech before our last game. And
Wow.
we just told we had three players that are aging out. They're never going to play junior hockey again. And we told those three players, we're like, this is your game. You guys give the pregame speech. And so I think they did a really good job, obviously, because we came out and we played really well, and we had a really great crowd. Lots of friends and family and parents were there, and so it was just all a mix of everything all together. I think really worked out for us.
You know, it's always nice whenever you can rely on, especially some of those guys that, are aging out, we're not going to be here, and get to give that pregame speech. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things, even like on senior night and stuff,
Yep.
like when it's the last time playing on your home court. A lot of times the coach hands you over the reins.
Yep, absolutely. It's something we probably should have done more of, especially towards the end of the season, because I'm a big believer. Like it's the players' team. Like yes, myself and Coach JP, like we have a lot of the most say in what goes
Yeah.
on, but at the end of the day, it's their team, it's their careers, and
Yeah.
so as the season goes on, it's nice to kind of slowly turn things over to our captains and then turn things over to the players, and it was fun to let those guys have their moment there at the end, and I think again, like they're all three of them were very, the guys love those three. Played
Yeah.
really hard for those three. So it was easy for our team, I think, to rally around them as like, hey, this is their last game. Let's go out on a high.
What was your post game speech kind of like?
Ah, longer than usual, obviously, just because it's the last game.
Yes, absolutely.
So in this is a very unique experience for me because in my previous job, every team made playoffs. In the previous league I worked in, and so it was a little bit different where we always made playoffs, so you're always in playoffs,
Right.
but we always ended on a loss, right? Because we never won the whole thing. Just kind of saw like, hey, this is what we could be for next
Mm-hmm.
year, and also ending on that sweet note, like, hey, we got to win against our big rival, last game in front of our home crowd. So post game speech was a lot of reflection, talking, hopefully firing them up for next year,
Yeah.
and just giving thanks for them. Influence, yeah, and I knew this before, but just how much influence I have with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them after the game and even during exit interviews the last couple of days just come up and just thanked me, for everything that we've done for them, and that's what it's all about, right? Like
Right.
again, like that's one of the things we talked about in our post game speech is how like hopefully we created lifelong relationships, lifelong friends, whether it's with their billets or with their teammates or with their coaches. That's what it's all about is creating positive relationships that they can use going forward in life.
Absolutely. And speaking of those positive relationships, there's one thing that you guys do, and you know, and this it goes kind of across the league is housing. You know,
Yep.
some of these places, these teams, I mean, these players are coming out from who knows where, and
Yep.
you know, and they need somewhere to stay. They don't have enough to go and rent a house or anything like that. And so that's a big thing we're going to be talking about
Yeah,
today.
it is. It's in my opinion, it's the most important part of a junior hockey program. I would say probably 90% of junior hockey teams have this. We call it billet families or host families. There are a select few that will just, you know, the kids are on their own to have an apartment or whatever. But my personal opinion is it's the most important part because one, like you said, the kids are coming from all over the country, all over the world. They're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Right? Technically, some of them are adults, but they're still kids. And so it's important for their families to be comfortable knowing that their kid's going somewhere safe. And it's good for them to have, you know, they're not just thrown out there on their own. They have a family that loves them, takes care of them. They bring them in. They treat them like their own kids.
Yeah.
And can, you know, provide that structure and that support system for them at that young age where they're still trying to learn, you know, figure out what being an adult is.
Absolutely. Okay, so we were talking about our special guest stars. They're going to be coming up here in a moment, but you're going to introduce them. Who do we have here?
So first we got Kim. She's our billet coordinator, so she runs all of that. She is awesome. She does a really good job placing the kids in houses where she feels they have a good fit relationship-wise and personality-wise. Someone I talk to every day, every week, almost, just you know, running things by her, helping her with, you know, getting kids in here that we get from trades and getting kids moved out that we've moved on from and all the above. And then we have two actual billets, Jeff and Sherry. Jeff, and both are great. Both host some of our kids. Jeff hosts this year Andrew Knox, our goalie. And Sherry has hosted Aiden Teagan right now at this moment. So again, both great families that hopefully can come on and give that perspective of what it's like. You know, I can sit up here and talk about how great our billets are, but you know, you got to hear it from them and what it's actually like the day-to-day basis, how it is, and how the structure all works. So
Absolutely. Well, Coach, once again, we'll be talking with you coming up at the very end of it, so don't go too far away. We're going to start off talking with Kim when we come back. We'll be right back here with more of our Let's Get Wild Coaches show, live here from Old Chicago. It's your last chance to come check them out. And I know Coach Wilson wants to sign a ton of autographs, so if we have a line out the door, he'll stay here all night signing autographs. So come on out here and get those done. But last show here at Old Chicago, so come on out and Let's Get Wild Coaches show here on 106.7 The Legend at BasinRadio.com. We'll be back after this.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Craving pizza, chicken, and all your favorites in one place? Round up the crew and head to Pizza Ranch. Dig into our legendary buffet, fresh pizzas, crispy chicken, hearty sides, and our famous cactus bread.
Hooray!
After you fill your plate, hit the Fun Zone Arcade, packed with games for all ages and loads of prizes. Great food, great fun, all in one place. That's the Pizza Ranch way. Pizza Ranch. Right on in. Saddle up. Eat well. 1000 West 2nd Street, next to Thunder Basin 4.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality. Sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beautyrest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas Highway.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenient stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly.
And welcome back here at Old Chicago. We're here for our Let's Get Wild Coaches show. Once again, here on 106.7 Legendary Basins Radio.com. Well, again, it's a little different of a show. It's our final show, but no players today. But we've got to talk about our billet families and our host families that save these kids' butt each and every night. I mean, nice, good, crisp meals. I mean, all the different home good cookings, right, Kim?
Yeah, can't have a team without them, though. There's, can't stick them under a bridge, so.
Absolutely not. Okay, so tell me a little bit about kind of everything before we kind of go into a whole bunch of questions. What is billets? What is the main function for it?
A billet family is a family that's being generous and kind and willing and supportive to open their home to these boys that come in every season. They're usually here for 7 months. They come from either all across the U.S. or other countries. We've had some from Slovenia, from Sweden, from, of course, a lot from Canada. And, and so they anywhere from 16 to 21 years old, and a lot we get are 17. So you still kind of absentee mommy. You got to take them those doctor's appointments or whatever and help them out. But I really push that this is a whole family experience altogether. You still include their parents and everything. We don't want to take over in that aspect, obviously. But, we're developmentally, we want to develop these kids, and you help them learn and, support them on and off the ice. And I want them to feel supported if they're living in one and visiting another. Everybody's behind them 100%. So.
What are some of the things that you kind of look for in a family for those for the hockey players? What are you kind of looking for?
Well, we generally, so it can be single females. The USA Hockey, like we have our league rules we have to follow. We have our organization rules, and USA Hockey rules kind of all entail a billeting policy in one way or another. So USA Hockey, they don't want single females with a single player. They usually can have 2 players. Same-sex relationships, we don't shy away from that. But kids, no kids, young families, older grandparents, we go across the board. We're not selective. Just as long as you can give them a welcoming family atmosphere, and they have a room to stay in, a bed, a dresser, access to washer and dryer, able to take a shower, obviously, because those boys can stink.
No, not at all.
You put them together, there's not enough mentholatum in Walmart to cover that up. So that's the Southern girl saying in me. But anyway, we're not selective as like you've got to have a, mom and dad or whatever. So, but somebody that can support them, we ask that they just have to supply that and 1 meal a day. They don't have to give them rides. They do not have to buy all their snacks and all that. That's on the player's responsibility. But, and then if you want them to do chores and help around the house, those boys are asked to do that. I mean, they do pay a stipend. So there is a billet fee. I think we're up in it to $400 a month this year. And so, I mean, doesn't cover all their food, but, because these boys can pack it away. But, I mean, it helps out some with your electricity and all that kind of stuff. So,
Now, does the team pay that $400, or is it the hockey players that pay it?
The players pay that.
Players pay that?
And the team doesn't take the payments used to. It depends on the coach as to whether or not, but we kind of got away from that. We want the players to, well, sometimes the parents do it, but we would like for the players to learn to budget, to pay rent, to be responsible for those kind of things as, when they're going to get out on their own. So, you kind of help them with that. And
man, I wish $400 a month. Man, I wish that was still a thing.
Can't find rent for that anymore. That's for
no,
sure.
You can't. I mean, especially here, unfortunately. My first rental thing, I was paying almost $1,400 a month. And then now I'm at a new place. It's fantastic. And now I pay with electricity and everything. I think it's less than $1,100.
Oh, you're rocking it then.
Yeah, no, I don't know how, but I got lucky,
Yeah, you did.
in that case. So explain kind of how the sign-up process works. I know you said you got to go to USA Hockey, all that stuff. So explain how that would work.
So people, they can just, if they're interested in it, they can call me, email me. I'll follow up and give them a call back. There is a process. So they would register with USA Hockey, and that's all online. And if you continue, you do have to do that every year that you billet.
Okay.
Anyway, you would get registered with USA Hockey. It is free. You sign up as a volunteer. And then you have to go through a safe sport video training. You got to do that every year too. And it's everyone in the home that's over the age of 18 would have to go through this. And then once you complete that, there is a background check. It's good for 2 years. There is a fee, but the team will reimburse that fee. If they just send me the receipt that they paid it and completed it, the team will reimburse them. I send it to the accountant and they get them reimbursed back. So,
Okay.
So the billets aren't really out any upfront expenses or anything.
Right.
So once we get the go ahead, I will go in and set up a time to go look at the house because we want to see that the boys are in a safe, clean environment or
Right.
whatever. Because
Absolutely.
I kind of come at a perspective as a mother. I would want to know where my kid is and that someone is making sure that my kid's not sleeping in a basement that's not
Yeah.
finished, that's not heated or anything, and they're on a cot
Absolutely.
somewhere so these people can make some money, you know. So there has been stories that I've seen on some of these billet Facebook pages that have been just absolute nightmares, and I don't know how they
Goodness.
get away with it. But anyway, so
That's
I
crazy.
do try to go in and look at the home and whatever, and you know, just so make sure for my peace of mind. And then I try to get to know the billets. I'll call and have conversations with the families and whatever else because they do have questionnaires they fill out, so do the players. But I try to match on personalities. So I try to spend 30, 45 minutes when Wilson sends me a contact. I'll reach out and talk to the players and try to talk to them. And then I will always call and talk to a parent. Even though they're adults
Yeah.
legally, they're not adults mentally at 18. And nobody knows them better than mom.
Yeah.
I always tell the boys, I don't care how old you are, you're going to be a mama's baby. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
usually it's mom, but there are some dads that I talk to. So I try to get a parent's perspective of the guys too. So I can find the best placement to fit. You know, if they don't do well with kids, I'm not going to enter, they're introverts. I'm not going to put them in a house with a busy household with a bunch of small children.
Right.
If they're outgoing and whatever else, then that's a better place for them that, you know.
Yeah.
So I try to match on that too, not just what's written on paper. So
No, and that's understandable because I know I feel like there's more introverts now than there's been in a very long time. And a lot of times it is hard for them to, kind of adjust into a bigger family.
yeah. So I think some of the biggest roadblocks I have is pet allergies.
Ooh.
Cat allergies, because I only have a few
Yeah.
billets that don't have cats. And so that tends to narrow my window down some a little bit. But yeah, so sometimes that's the biggest hurdle is the pet allergies, but that and no cars. We do
Yeah.
have some players come in that don't have cars. So I either try to put them I will not put them out of town. I will try to put them with a roommate, but if they're out of town, it sometimes makes it a little difficult because they're totally dependent on their roommate.
Yep.
So I won't put them out of town, but I do try to room them with somebody or if there's other players that are close. So I don't want them completely ostracized because they don't have a vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. Where's the furthest place that you had players staying?
We have some out in Red Hills, and then there's some a little further, but we try to keep it within a 20-minute time frame or, distant
Yeah,
time
The-
frame to the rink.
to the rink. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would, that's the hard part. It's like trying to keep it as close as possible, especially those that don't have rides or, maybe do have a ride, but man, I don't want to drive 20 minutes just to
No.
go play. Go all the way down there where I don't want to play or live all the way in Buffalo and they're driving all the way back out and that part of things. so.
Exactly. Yeah, I had one, and I think I went out to check their house, and this is one of the reasons that I go to the homes too. I went out there, and I was probably a good half an hour, and I still wasn't close to the rink, and I'm like, oh, this is way too far.
Like, hey, sorry, this is not going to work out.
Yeah, they were way past the Horse Creek exit, still further towards Buffalo. I was like, no, y'all would be great, but I'm sorry. This is.
Did you finish the drive all the way there or?
Oh, I saw where it was, and then I was coming back, and I was timing it, and I was like, no, this is not going to work. So.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was just like, I would be driving, and if I'm still 30 minutes out or even still like 45 minutes or something, I'm like, all right, hey, sorry, this ain't going to be fun. I'm not going to
Yeah.
come check the house.
Well,
Sorry, this isn't going to work.
Well, especially when sometimes they're coming in from bus rides, and they're in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they got another half-hour drive to get home.
Yeah,
I
no,
I
not
wouldn't want to do
fun.
that. I wouldn't want my kid doing that. So, yeah.
Absolutely not. Okay, so before we get you out of here real fast, go over the registration again if anybody wants to kind of sign up, or maybe someone wants to contact you about any questions about it. Give us all that information.
Yeah, so my email is wild.groves, and it's GROVES at hotmail.com. And then my number is 512-667-8181. I'm a Texas girl, so yeah. But anyway, just email me or call me or shoot me a text or whatever, and I'll get back with you and talk with you and answer any questions you have. I do have some, the billet contract I can send out that actually goes over the rules and expectations and everything else, so it can detail stuff a little down, more for you. But yeah, I would love to. We're going to need all the help we can get. We can't have a team without our billets. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again for coming by and giving us more information on it. And can't wait to see what happens next year. And hopefully, we just see a abundance of everybody just filling out the application. And
I hope so.
That'd be kind of cool, right?
Wilson's got a whole line of tenders he was wanting to bring in, so pressure's on.
Need as many as we can. So that's awesome. Well, thank you again for taking the time and coming out here and talking with me.
No, thanks for having me, Chase.
Absolutely awesome. We got more coming here with our Let's Get Wild Coaches show. We're going to finish up here in a little bit, but we've got more things to talk about. And now we're going to talk where the boys have been staying. Yes, you get to learn from them and how much of a tornado it is. No, I'm kidding. It's all good things. So we'll be talking about that coming up when we get back.
Score big this fall with BlackRock Advanced Medical Imaging. Our state-of-the-art X-ray and MRI scans deliver crystal clear results faster than a quarterback sneak. With timely scheduling, we'll get you in and out with ease. Trust our expert team to keep you in the game with precise, detailed images and compassionate care. Visit blackrockmri.com or call 682-8228 to schedule your appointment today. BlackRock Advanced Medical Imaging, your health, our precision.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenient stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly.
Are you nervous about visiting the dentist? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we understand and we've got you covered with safe and effective IV sedation. Relax and let us take care of your smile while you stay calm and comfortable. Bighorn Dental Clinic, professional service, personalized care.
Looking for a way to straighten your smile without the hassle of traditional braces? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we're proud to offer Invisalign, the clear, comfortable, and effective solution to straightening your teeth. bighorndental.com.
Save local.
And welcome back here with our Let's Get Wild Coaches show, live here from old Chicago. And joining me here right now is one of the billets with Jeffrey. Jeffrey, how are you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
Awesome. Okay, so first off, do you have any fun little stories about some of these hockey players that have kind of lived with you?
Oh, yeah, no, most definitely. We took Dylan Wolstenhume. We took him up there north of town, and we're out just tootling around in the sticks up there, looking at the ground. Here we're looking for prairie dogs, and lo and behold, so we get out of the pickup and we're walking for a little ways, and I come up on this wolf track, and if you ask any of the Flatlanders out here, there are no wolves,
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, Dilly." Says, "Look at this big dog track." And he's like, "They got dogs out here?" And I said, "Oh, yeah. It's the kind that go woof." And he's like, "Well, they all go woof." And I said, "No, it's the kind that go wolf." and he's just looking around. I mean, he's got a shotgun in his hand, and just because we're blowing up ant mounds and whatnot, out there in the middle of nowhere, and he's just completely freaked out. I mean, this little kid from Arizona spent his entire life in Phoenix, and to get him out there, and that's kind of what we do when it's not in season yet. It's like I always encourage when we first talk to these guys. I mean, they're at the beginning of August. It's like, hey, I mean, if you want to come out, a couple weeks early, please, come out, and stay here. You don't have to start paying billet fees or anything like that before, and we'll take you out, and we've been to, we took Josh out to Devil's Tower, I mean, he'd never seen a bear before,
Yeah.
And so here we're going through bear country, and I mean, it's prime season. They're out, they're hungry, they're mulling around, I mean, they're everywhere, you know, and his jaw is just damn near, in his lap the entire time, just loving it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so there up comes, we come around the bend there, and there's this old gray bear, And I said, look at that rock. That's a really weird, fuzzy rock. And he turns around, and about that time, the front of the car squeezes around the corner, and this bear turns his head back. And it's probably, I swear, his nose probably ain't 3 inches from the glass.
Oh, my goodness.
And boy, that little kid, I thought we were going to have to go find an extra doggy bag for him. I mean, it was bad.
Oh, my goodness.
But, I mean, he couldn't stop talking about that for like the next 2 months.
That's so cool.
And it's billeting is one of the most wonderful things that you can do for this sport because, I mean, they go from mom and dad's house, high school and whatnot, and then they plop them in somebody else's house, with a bunch of people they don't know, new town, and all this whatnot, and they're trying to make an impression, and all you're trying to do is give them that little bit of home away from home.
Yeah.
And the people you meet, I mean, we've got, we had guys that we had a couple of guys come from Alaska, I mean, and I have standing hunting orders to, if I get a chance to, come up to Alaska,
Wow.
and go hunt,
Ooh.
go fish,
That's awesome.
Silas Hughes, we had him a few years ago, and I mean, we still talk, I bet probably, I would say at least on every other week,
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's cool.
it's lifelong friends, I mean, it really is, and you get just as defensive about them, as you do your own kids,
Mhm.
It's really weird. You transform into, it's like they're your own,
Yeah.
As far as, I mean, they're out on the ice and you're hollering at somebody when they get a check or a poke or, trip or something like that. I mean, it turns hockey onto a completely different level.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, I've loved hockey ever since I knew what a puck and a stick was, and so you involve yourself even more so, once you start billeting.
Yeah.
And I can't say enough about it.
That-
I mean,
Yeah.
there are no bad aspects.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like I love the fact that you take them out and like let them go do some other stuff and like kind of give that that adventure family type vibe.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and we encourage, at the same time too. If you want to hang around for a few weeks afterwards, and because I mean they're busy.
Yeah.
They don't get
they get here and they're hockey and they leave.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so we always encourage them. Hey, I mean, if you want to stay around, for a week or two and do or see some of the stuff that you didn't get to, please, hang out for a couple of weeks. I mean, it's not like oh yeah, today's the last day. Well, you got 2 days till move out day, and then after that, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
That's super cool, and that also helps them, especially decide, hey, do I want to come back next year if, if they're not aging out in that process, or kind of gives them another chance to be like, okay, you never know, family might want to try to like come down or something, and like, obviously you probably met their family and stuff beforehand, and so in that case, kind of gives another idea in that realm
Yep.
too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, we have an standing Alaska trip. We got a standing South Carolina trip. We got a standing Kansas City trip we need to make.
Man, you got a lot of trips you got to go.
Well, right. Yeah. I just can't find the time to do it.
You just got to like sit back and just be like, all right, I'm taking off work. Bye, y'all. And just go.
Absolutely.
But I feel like that's the hardest part. It's like you get all those extra, like connections and things, but it's so hard to ever go and do those connections just because of jobs and everything.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. We've got trips planned. Hopefully coming. Well, we can't do it this coming year because we're going to Arizona for Christmas, but want to go to Fraser again. Would really love to go see Showcase. Haven't seen a Showcase yet. We got to see Fraser a couple years ago, the last year that we went. And that was an absolute blast.
That's
it really
awesome.
was,
Yeah.
And one of the things I really wanted to do down there was, it's Kansas City,
Yeah.
Got to have some barbecue,
Did you not have barbecue down there?
Well, I did, but, it just wasn't.
Oh, man.
I
what are you doing?
I do better barbecue at the house. It's like
yeah,
I was just disappointed.
There's some places that are hit or miss, and I'm from Oklahoma, so it's like I know barbecue, and it's hard to eat barbecue here. I'm not gonna lie, like here in Wyoming, it's hard because I'll go to some places, it's like it's good, not South good, but it's good, but it's kind of crazy. And then like some of the places they have like a like their barbecue sauce or something. It's just like an extra like sweet barbecue sauce.
No,
and not like
give me the vinegar.
It's like not like the normal, Oklahoma barbecue sauce per se. If it going in there,
Yeah, if it's not vinegar based, I don't want it.
Yeah,
you can keep your bullseye at the store. I don't want it.
Yeah, no, not good. You got to get like the smokehouse or even like oh man, there's good barbecue places back home in Oklahoma. One of them Smokies, and they make their own barbecue sauce. Best barbecue sauce you'll ever have.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic.
I can only imagine.
It's the food there is just, when it comes to barbecue, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still trying to figure out what I've kind of figured out that Gillette is known for Mexican restaurants because there's a crap ton of them.
Oh, there are
over here.
Absolutely.
But like, I think that's what Gillette is about.
Yep,
is kind of how I've kind of picked that one up on.
Yep. If you stop here and you don't go to Albertano's, you've messed up.
See, I don't think I've had Albertano's.
Oh Lord,
I don't think so.
You got to have Albertano's. That's the best one.
Is that the one?
In my opinion,
is that the one at the Shell Food Mart?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, no, I did have that one because as soon as I got done filming our Shell Food Mart commercial, I went and had lunch over there, and those were really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've only eaten there once though.
I
say something's really good, and I've only eaten there once.
Right. Oh yeah. No, that's my favorite, and I don't know if it's my favorite just because I like their enchilada sauce, or if it's because it's only a couple blocks from the house. I'm not sure, but everywhere in town, is good Mexican food.
Yeah. No, I
really
still haven't
is.
tried all of it all, and I don't think I ever will. There's a lot. The one thing I wish we had more is more of like a Chinese restaurant or anything, like kind of more of those, because I was learning Chinese yesterday, and because I just wanted some egg drop soup. I wasn't feeling great, so I was just like, I just want some good soup.
Yeah, can't beat a good egg drop soup.
Nothing was open. They're closed on Mondays.
Oh no.
Everything was closed on Monday. I was sitting over here, I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And I'm not getting out to go to the, the buffet because It's like,
Well,
no, not going to
Well,
happen.
it was Monday. I mean, buffets closed on Tuesdays, so I mean,
It's crazy. Like,
It
it
is.
feels like Sunday, everything's still open, and then Monday is like everyone's shut down. I'm like, hold up. That should be reversed. I'm kind of like, why are we not playing the reversal card type of thing?
right? Oh yeah. No, I lived in Denver for a little while, and so the one thing that I'm really missing is a good traditional Indian place.
Ooh.
I mean, we've only gone to the one in town here one time, and it's not bad. But I mean, I'm talking about, take off your shoes, you sit on the rug,
See, I've never done that.
cross-legged, eat with your hands.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to find one of those places.
yeah. There's a couple down in Denver.
That's cool.
Yeah, that are
I'm gonna
pretty-
have to do that. So,
Yep,
okay. Before we get you out of here, any final words about being a billet host and anything that you haven't said already that can encourage people to kind of help out?
I guess I can't stress, family enough. I mean, you start billeting and you have instant family.
Mhm.
I mean, I still talk with our first billet kids' parents. I mean, still to this day,
Yeah.
and it's a camaraderie that can't be beat. I mean, it really can't. It's the best sport in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
And anything I can do to help further it along, I'm all for.
Perfect. Well, Jeffrey, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out here talking with me, and best of luck. And I can't wait to hear any more stories about your next hosting that you get to enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. I got a million more, but we don't have enough time on air.
No,
so,
we do not.
yeah.
Some more to come here with our Let's Get Wild Coaches show. Again, this is the final one of the year. Hope everyone is enjoying that snow blizzard outside. I know I'm ready to get into it here in a little bit, but yeah, it just keeps coming down, and it does not want to stop. Anyways, we'll be right back here on 106.7 The Legend, BasensRadio.com.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenience stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly service.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851. Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
And welcome back here with our Let's Get Wild Coaches show live here from old Chicago. As the snow just keeps coming in down, as Sherry is now going to be joining with us. Sherry, first off, before we get into your billet hosting, are you enjoying the snow that's just keep coming down? Are you excited to drive through it?
I would love to have more, like 10,
More, okay.
like 2 feet of snow. I love the snow.
You love the snow.
Yes.
Okay, now are you saying you want more so you don't have to go to work tomorrow, or?
That would be nice. Yes, considering I work at a school, it would be amazing to have a snow day.
What school do you work at?
Sage Valley.
Sage Valley. Okay. Yeah. How does what are you a teacher? What?
I work
counsel-
in the special education department.
Oh,
That's-
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love that. So, all right, tell us what it's been like to be a billet family host.
It's, this is my second year doing it. It's been incredible. The bond you make with these kids and just to watch them improve and grow on the ice as well as like in your home and the things you get to teach them and experience with them, it's incredible.
That's awesome. Now, do you have any fun stories of some of them that have kind of stayed with you?
Oh, there's so many. We had Austin Triber in our house, and he is a man of little words. And I remember every time I cooked, I would say, "How was it?" And he's like, "All right, all right." And so I felt so bad, and I wanted to cry because I was like, "This kid hates my food." And so then one day he's like, "I'm gonna tell her that her food is amazing the next time." I felt he was feeling bad. And it happened that my husband cooked that night. And he's like, "This is amazing." I was like, "Thanks, tribe. Andrew cooked."
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Oh my God. Wow. That's kind of perfect. I mean,
Yeah. It sums Austin up to a T.
yeah, no, I remember having Austin on here, and he was very minimal words. Even
Yes.
like the whole entire talking with him, and I was leading him on in conversations. He's like, yeah, It's like, all right, man. Like little words, a little more. That's so cool. I mean, getting to hear all the different stories and stuff that you guys have been able to kind of create, because you're creating memories for these kids. I mean, it's not just something that it's just going to last a week or just last that year. I mean, these memories are going to last a lifetime.
They truly are. And, to give them experiences and opportunities that they wouldn't have, Austin came from Canada and had never been this way. And then you had Shaki, and he came from Minnesota and never been out this way. So just to show them, it's been cool to show them our lifestyle and what Wyoming represents, and it all the kids love it. So
what's the first place, if you take them anywhere, that you always take them to?
Usually because a lot of them haven't been hunting or shotguns. So Triber came from Canada. They're not allowed to have that. So we took him out, and he's like, "You can just go in a field and shoot?" I'm like, "Yes." Yes. And we had Tegan. He was in our house, and he has never shot a gun, and so we took him. He was from California, so that's something, we hunt a lot in our household, and we eat game meat, so showing him that experience has been pretty amazing.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, I know you said that a lot of things have been all right for Triber, but what are some of the best things that the boys have liked from your cooking?
Probably elk tacos.
Elk tacos.
Yes.
Those sound fantastic.
I know. That's always been their favorite and go-to.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Now, since you're a hunting family, what is the craziest thing you guys have cooked?
Probably bighorn sheep.
Okay.
It's once in a lifetime to get to eat that. So
yeah.
That's
wow. I was thinking like a snake, alligator, just something fun that you can do, but that's crazy. Have you had rabbit or anything before?
Yes. Yeah. I've eaten rabbit and had squirrel, and I tried it all.
See, I've had squirrel too. So I live, I'm from Oklahoma, so we don't just get to go out and shoot wherever, that type of thing. But, doesn't mean a pellet gun doesn't kill a squirrel.
Right.
So, so I've had that. I've tried heart before. That was interesting.
Yep, done that.
Have you had liver?
Yes.
Yeah?
Pickled liver.
Pickled liver?
Yeah.
See, I've tried the regular one, and I just not pickled it or anything. It was okay. I guess I might need to try the pickled one.
Yes, so good.
So I'm going to guess one what Rocky Mountain oysters are then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've eaten those too.
They're fantastic.
I know.
And I had the boys try them out one time at there at the prime rib, and oh my goodness, they loved them until I
Right.
told them what they were.
Right.
And they were like, no. So that's always fun. I mean, those memories last a lifetime. So what do the boys kind of like? I know they're very busy, but is there anything special that they kind of do at the house? Is there anything special that like they kind of see if they can go do anything on those types of things?
Usually, ice cream is the number one. We always go down to the ice cream cafe. Love it. The boys love it, and we always eat dinner together. That's very important, and it gets them away from the game. It resets them for the next day. Like, we have dinner and we eat as a family, and we, the boys, bring friends over and play games, and we have a ping pong table. So that's something that's fun in our house, and,
Basically, just having like a family game night
yeah,
type of thing.
yeah, we do that a lot.
That's awesome. I love that. I just love the whole family atmosphere, especially because, I mean, as you said, like these guys coming from Canada, coming from Minnesota, I mean, they're leaving their families, and so it's kind of a hard transition, especially if they're high school age still.
Yeah, and when we got Austin, he was 17 years old, and I can't imagine these mothers sending their babies so far away to a different country or states away, and they do it and they support them, and not only are we part of the Wild family, but we're part of their family and they're part of mine. I mean, John Vale's mom came and spent time with us this last weekend, and he got injured, so he hasn't been playing, but they came all the way for the last game and spent time here, and I love that. Just
That's
to
awesome.
have it's like a whole new family.
It is. No, it's you mentioned the mom not wanting to send their baby. I mean, the fact that I moved all the way out here, and I saw my mom like watching the U-Haul truck drive away, and I just saw her cry. Like she didn't want to send me here either. But I was already living out on my own. But this was the first time I was like moving to a whole other state, and so that was I can't imagine it. That's very hard.
Yeah, and these parents do amazing, and I can't imagine it, but they do it, and it takes good billets to build that love and respect and have them in your home.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, any last funny stories, things that you've got from any of the players that you've had in the past?
There's so many. It's so hard.
I know. I
tell.
put you on the spot. And it's
I guess when John and Triber tried to get my 16-year-old to go chase after an older woman, they're like, "Oh, she wants him. She wants you." It was hysterical to listen to that, and them trying to set him up. It was so fun, but it was
funny.
Big brothers, trying to help out their little brother.
And I think that's a big thing too. I mean, you've got you brothers get together, and then your kid gets a mentor basically for life for the rest of time too.
And he does. He still texts all the boys, and is supportive of them wherever they go. And it's nice. I think that's another part about this is we support them here, but we can't wait to see what they do in the future. And
absolutely,
that's incredible.
Awesome. Well, Sherry, we appreciate your time and giving us your stories and everything about being a Billet family host. And it's so cool getting to learn everything. So I appreciate your time and coming and talking with me today.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. More to come here with our Let's Get Wild Coaches show. We're back here with Coach Wilson to wrap things up here at Old Chicago. The snow flurries keep coming down as we'll wrap this thing up, and you guys can keep driving in the snow. Have fun. We'll be back here on 106.7 The Legend, BasensRadio.com.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenience stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly service.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851. Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects, from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Looking to control access to your property? Trust GateTech, your premier access control partner. With over 20 years of experience, GateTech offers custom-designed automated gates for sale or rent, backed by long-term service agreements. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or residential, we build systems that fit your needs and your budget. From simple remote entry to systems you can control from anywhere in the world, we've got you covered. Call 307-939-GATE or email gatetech@westernserviceswi.com.
Save look.
Let's Get Wild Coaches Show here at Old Chicago, wrapping things up here. And, Coach, I mean, it's a little bit of a different show. No players kind of to talk to, but we got to learn a lot from these Billet family hosts and got to talk with Kim about how to be a Billet family. I mean, the things and stories I kind of learned is pretty crazy. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's awesome. Like, that's the most important part of our whole entire organization and our Billet families. And even from when I played juniors way back in the day, that I still have a relationship with my Billet family. And
Yeah, I was about to ask you. Still have a relationship? Do you still kind of talk with them?
I do. Yep, I live with a single mother, and she was awesome. Still keep up with her. We lived out on a little hobby farm, so it was fun.
Yeah, basically do whatever you want right there on the farm, right?
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely. It's so cool. I mean, especially like, home cooked meals, but it's not just the home cooked meals. It's the fact that, they're willing to take them out to go do stuff. It's not just like chilling at home, being like, all right, yeah, you guys are just going to stay here. It's like, no, I'm going to take you hunting. I'm going to take you and go do this. We're going to go do this and that and this, stuff that you can't do anywhere else.
Yeah, no, like that's kind of how I said at the beginning. They treat the kids like their own, right? Like you said, they're not just roommates, and they're not just hosting them there. They really become part of the family, and they do everything that the family does. Like you said, they're going out to eat together, having home cooked meals. They're going, if they have kids, they're going out to help them with hockey or whatever sporting events they have, and so it is awesome for our guys to really kind of have that support system behind them.
And I also like the fact that they still have to pay the rent of it, paying the $400 and being yourself, like figuring out, okay, hey, how am I going to do this? Do I have enough money saved up? Do I have to get a job? But you have to kind of budget out your your
like
stuff.
I said, it's a perfect way for them to grow up, because a lot of these families are very lenient. Like, I'm sure that we have players on our team that miss a payment here and there, and every couple months they'll miss a month payment, and it's instead of just having a landlord that's gonna raise your price and fine you or kick you out at worst case scenario. Like, our families are very supportive of them, so it kind of gives them an opportunity to learn from their mistakes and grow from their mistakes and learn how to be an adult.
Absolutely. Okay, well, you're heading into the off season. What are some of the things that you're going to be kind of looking for? Maybe some players that you're kind of looking for those tenders. What are you kind of looking for?
Yep, for the next 2 months until our draft, which is the end of April, we're going to be signing tenders, and we've already started that process, and it's really exciting. Like, maybe I'm like this every year, but the season just ended 3 days ago, and I wish that it started next week again because I think we're going to have a really good squad next year. We have some great kids coming in. With the way we ended our season, we have the group of kids that we can have come back from our team are awesome.
Yeah.
They're the kids that we want here, the kids that want to be here, and they think they're great for our culture, great for our team, good hockey players too. And we're only adding to that with our tender signings. And then once our draft is over, then it's going to be signing them kids to contracts. And so
the draft, what does that kind of look like?
It's just like any other draft that you can think of. It's 4 rounds. You don't have to enter yourself into the draft. It's any junior age player can be drafted. So 16 to 20-year-old can be drafted if they haven't played for another junior team. So like the kids on our team that played for the Gillette Wild this year can't be drafted by another team. It's only kids coming out of high school, coming out of AAA, or playing in another junior league that's not affiliated with ours. Any 16 to 20-year-old can be drafted. It's the same thing as most pro sports where it just goes backwards from whoever finished last place has the first pick all the way up to whoever wins the national tournament. They have the last pick, and right now it's 4 rounds, and we acquired 1 more pick via trade, so we have 5 draft picks this coming draft.
How many? What are you guys kind of looking for in the draft order?
Honestly, not sure.
Not sure.
Last year we only had 2 picks. We used it on 2 players that we knew and weren't. We wanted it almost was like us drafting them was like us starting the recruiting process with them. Where this year we have so many tenders and we have so many kids that can come back next year. Myself and our assistant coach, we really have to sit down here. Probably start of April is when we'll do it. We'll sit down and really go over like what is our plan for the draft. Here are the kids that we have, but
yeah,
we'll have a list just like last year. We only had 2 picks, but we had a list of I think 10 kids that we wanted to just in case they got picked by another team or whatever. So we have backup plans, but it's we'll see. Well, it could be used on kids that we're recruiting and we just ran out of tenders. It could be used on kids that we think are really, really good that, might not play at our level, but maybe they will. So we'll use a draft pick on them, so that sort of thing.
So basically a lot to kind of look forward to next year.
Yeah, a lot to look forward to. It's going to be a fun year. Like I said, maybe I'm always like this because I'm a coach. I'm always looking to the positive things, positive side, and the future is always positive. But it's exciting what we have going. I think, like I said, it's the way we ended our season. We played our 2 best hockey games of the year this last weekend, and it just gets you excited because a lot of these guys will be back. And it's just kind of like shows like, hey, we can do this. And we're adding good players to that mix too. So it's really exciting.
Absolutely. Okay, before we get you out of here, any final words that you kind of want to talk with the fans about, or the players might be watching or listening, and any final words of encouragement for them?
Yeah, I just gonna thank our fans for the support. We say it all the time. We talk about it in our locker room all the time. We have some of the best fans in all of junior hockey. And it showed on Saturday night. We had one of our biggest crowds. It was awesome. The guys were loving it. Gives them a lot of energy. And so just a big thank you to our fans for supporting us this entire season. You really make this a special group with your support and just supporting the community and support with our billet families and everything. It's just, we couldn't do it without you. It wouldn't be the same without you. So just huge thank you and looking forward to the future.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time throughout the whole hockey season, and looking forward to talking with you next year.
Yep, I can't wait. Even
he's already getting. He already wants to be back.
We'll have to do it. Maybe we'll do a draft, post-draft radio show.
That would be fun.
There we go. So
we could do something like that.
Yep,
that would be a lot of fun. So. Once again, you have been listening to the Let's Get Wild Coaches Show on 106.7 The Legend, BasonRadio.com. You've been watching it on YouTube, Basin Sports Network. You've also been watching it on Facebook, Horseman Broadcasting and Entertainment. Thank you again to all the fans and listeners and viewers who have tuned into the show this season. And, it's heartwarming that, unfortunately it's the last show, but, it's the start of the process of next year, and the new show will be coming up once hockey season's back. And as we said, we might do a draft show. Might be fun. Might be a little crazy on that part. So we'll figure that one out with Coach Wilson. But once again, thank you so much to everyone from Coach Wilson to Chase the Horseman Horsley. We will see you guys next year. Have a good one, and remember to stay wild.